everyone, thank you for tuning in. So today I am doing a look that's requested by one of my subscribers. It is she actually went on my website, that is www.makeupbyti.com, and looked at some of the work that I've done in the past. And in the before and after section, she picked out a look that I did on a friend of mine, and I will put the pictures to show you the before and after. And the look is a sort of a very neutral, easy daytime smoky eye. So I'm calling this look a sort of an everyday look. You can intensify the colors and make it into a more evening look and make it a little bit more dramatic if you like. So if you're interested in seeing how I created the look that I'm wearing right now and the look that I also did on my friend in the past, please keep on watching this video. Okay, so starting with a clean, well-moisturized face, first thing I'm going to do is grab a concealer brush, and using a concealer shade that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin, and that is Studio Finish Concealer in C25 by MAC. So just put a light layer in the shape of a inverted triangle under the eyes. Okay, so just like that, and then put the same concealer on the forehead. Okay, so for foundation, I'm using Giorgio Armani's Luminous Silk Foundation. I've blended 4.5 and 5.5 together using MAC 130 dual fiber brush, and just buff the foundation in. Now for the under eye area that we had the concealer on, just use the brush to blend it out. Now don't forget to apply foundation to the neck area as well. It's faster for me to cover the neck area with a mineralized foundation. I'm using MAC's Skin Finish, Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural. So just with a big fluffy powder brush, going to cover my neck area. Now I'm going to set the foundation with MAC's Fix Plus. Tap it in with the fingers, and that's going to take away any of the brush marks from the foundation application and really set the foundation into the skin. For powder, I'm using Nars powder in color 01. It's a very finely milled powder, and just doing a light dusting of that to take away any shine on the face. Now taking a smaller brush, I'm using MAC 227. Lightly run your fingers under your eyes to smooth out any of the foundation that could have sat in the little crevices under it, and then set it with a powder. And again, I'm using the Nars powder. Now at this point, if you like to spritz the face again with Fix Plus, you can do that as well. That's going to take away any of the powdery feel that your powder may have left on your face. The next step is brows, and for brows I'm using a brow pencil first, and then I'm going to set that with a brow powder. The brow pencil I'm using is Anastasia's Brow Wiz in Brunette. I'm going to brush the hairs first. As you can see, this one is completed. And then just lightly draw in the shape of the brows. And then brush it out. The results will be a lot more natural. It'll sort of soften the harsh line. And then I am going to set the pencil with Anastasia's brow powder, the dual brow powder in Brunette. I'm using the darker color for the ends of the brows so that they are a little bit more defined. And for the front, I'm using the lighter taupe color. And now for the eye makeup, I will demonstrate on this eye. First thing I will do is put on some Urban Decay Primer Potion. And then for the base, I'm using NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Black Bean. And we're going to just spread a very thin layer. And it's a black color, but spreading a very thin layer will help intensify the eyeshadow. And the brush I'm using MAC 231. It's a small flat shader brush. And this is a great way to also do Asian eyes as well, whether you have double eyelids or monolids. So with the Black Bean, you just want to draw the shape that you want your eyes or your eyeshadow to be. You can make it as exaggerated or as natural as you want to. For me, I'm just drawing it a little bit above my double eyelid. And putting a little bit on the lower lash line as well. And make sure you join the corners. And for eyeshadow, the one that I used on my friend is Satin Taupe. Okay, this color here. A lot of you, I'm sure, have this color. It's one of the popular MAC eyeshadows, and I will be applying it with MAC 230 flat shader brush, and just pack the color on top of the NYX Black Bean, and taking it a little bit above the Black Bean to kind of smoke out the color. And take the tip of the brush, dip it in the shadow, and apply it to your lower lash line. For the harsh edges, first I want to blend it out with MAC 217 brush. And make sure you just blend the edges. And then using MAC Vanilla Pigment, I've pressed the pigment into the eyeshadow. It's just like a shimmery beige color. I'm going to use that as my highlight color. Apply that right under the brows. And blend it downwards into the edge of Satin Taupe. Now take a little bit of vanilla pigment and place it on the inner corners of your eyes, as well as the inner half of your lower lash line. Now for the eyeliner, I'm using Urban Decay's 24/7 Glideon eye pencil in 0. It's basically a black color, and I'm using that to tightline my eyes, which basically means that you fill in the spaces between your eyelashes. And to set the eyeliner, I'm just using a black eyeshadow. I'm using MAC's Carbon Color, and just softly smudge it into the lash line. I'm just going to take it and wing it out a little bit on the outer corners. And also smudge a little bit of carbon onto the lower lash line. And that's basically it for the eye makeup. Now I will put some mascara on and apply false eyelashes. Now for the blush, I'm using Exhibit A by Nars. It's very bright inside its container, but if you just apply it very lightly on the cheeks, it gives a beautiful flush of color, and you can also build it for darker skin tones. I really like this blush. So just run it, and very gently with the same angled brush. Okay, so that's basically the look, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and keep on tuning in for more makeup tutorials, product reviews, and makeup tips. Thank you so much for watching.